not every player makes it to a Hall of Fame career.
Thanks for not running me over.
You mean again?
Just take it to the house.
Sometimes it's a fierce competition or an injury halting a promising career. Regardless of what it is, today here are 10 former NFL busts who found a better career path. Brian Bosworth. Bosworth was a star linebacker during his collegiate years at the University of Oklahoma. He helped the Sooners win the 1986 Orange Bowl National Championship game against Penn State University. He was also a two-time unanimous All-American and a two-time Butkus Award winner. Bosworth was drafted in the supplemental draft in 1987 by the Seattle Seahawks, hoping he would bring his strong defensive force to the team. Instead, Bosworth was better known for his outspoken personality rather than his play. Unfortunately, Bosworth's NFL career was cut short after suffering a shoulder injury in 1988. After his football career ended, Bosworth found success as an actor and broadcaster. He starred in movies, TV shows, and commercials, most notably being in The Longest Yard in 2005, Stone Cold in 1991, and had a cameo in the movie Three Kings in 1999. And currently, he stars as the sheriff in Dr. Pepper Fansville commercials.
Hey, neighbor. Welcome to Fansville.
Offsides!
That wasn't very neighborly.
I'd say that was a pretty good career change. Heath Scher. Scher was a superstar during his college days at the University of Tennessee, as he led the Volunteers to 3 straight bowl game appearances in the 1990s. Scher was drafted by Washington in 1994, hoping that he would turn their slide into bad luck around, just a couple of seasons after winning Super Bowl 26 in 1991. Unfortunately, Scher did next to nothing in the NFL, as he threw more interceptions than touchdowns during his 5 years in the league. After Scher retired, he went on to have a real estate career in Tennessee until he moved back to his home state of North Carolina in 2003. Scher then announced his intentions to run for the United States House of Representatives in the 2006 midterm elections. Scher served in the 11th District of North Carolina from 2007 until he announced he wouldn't run for re-election in 2012. Scher went on to become a lobbyist for Duke Energy in 2013, has become a public speaker, and has since had a hilarious cameo in a Dish Network commercial that aired in 2014.
Every game day with Dish.
I'm in.
I think that's Heath Scher.
Yeesh, talk about a dramatic career change here. David Carr. Carr was the first overall pick in the 2002 NFL Draft by then-newcomers the Houston Texans. Unfortunately, the Texans never provided Carr with the help that he needed to become a franchise quarterback. Carr also threw more interceptions and touchdowns during his 11-year NFL career. After Carr retired from football after the 2012 season, he became an analyst for the NFL Network, as well as an assistant coach for Bakersfield Christian High School, where his younger brother, Darren Carr, is the head coach. Baker's Christian High School also won their first state championship in 2019 against Rancho Cote in 42-21. Learning football from a man who played in the NFL must be absolutely fantastic. Honestly, mentoring the next generation of athletes is a great way to give back. Ware. During his collegiate years, Ware was a superstar at the University of Houston, where he became the first black quarterback to win the Heisman Trophy in 1989. Because of his success at college, the Detroit Lions drafted Ware 7th overall in the 1990 NFL Draft. Unfortunately, Ware flopped in the Motor City, as his coaches preferred Rodney Peete and Eric Kramer at times. Ware bounced around the CFL for 3 seasons and helped the Toronto Argonauts win the 85th Grey Cup 47-23 against the Saskatchewan Roughriders as a backup to Doug Flutie. After Ware's football career ended, Ware became an analyst for ESPN's college football coverage. Tony Mandarich. Mandarich is a former offensive tackle from Michigan State University who is touted as the best offensive line prospect in the country as he entered the 1989 NFL Draft. The Packers scooped Mandarich up at the 2nd pick of that draft, thinking that he would be the turning point in their dark times. However, Mandarich never lived up to expectations as he had some serious attitude issues and a big steroid problem. Mandarich was cut by the Packers in 1992, where he spent a few years in Traverse City. After a failed comeback with the Indianapolis Colts, he retired from football in 1998 due to a shoulder injury. Mandarich currently runs a photography studio called Tony Mandarich Creatives after picking up nature photography as a hobby in 1990. And you know, that's a pretty wholesome career change. Tim Couch. Couch was the first overall pick for the then newly resurrected Cleveland Browns in the 1999 NFL Draft. The Browns thought Couch would be the guy to help the Browns return to glory. Well, that didn't happen, as Couch played very inconsistently and suffered a lot of injuries. Couch led the Browns to the playoffs once in 2002 before the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated them 33-36. Couch never played a down of football after the 2003 season. Couch returned to his home state of Kentucky, where he got married, had 2 sons, became a broadcaster for Fox Sports South for 5 years, and is part of a wealth management company with his brother based in Lexington. Not bad for a guy whose career was pretty short-lived in the NFL. Mike Williams. Williams was a star wide receiver for the University of Southern California during his 2 seasons as a Trojan, where he helped the team win the BCS National Championship in 2004. Williams was drafted by the Detroit Lions 10th overall in the 2005 NFL Draft, hoping that he would help the team out in the receiver depth. Williams never lived up to that expectation, as he bounced around the league with 4 different teams. Williams ended his career with 127 receptions for 1,526 yards and scored 5 touchdowns. Williams became a coach after retiring from playing football, where he coached football and basketball. He was named the head coach at 3 different high schools in California until he accepted the head coach job at Wharton High School in Tampa, Florida. Williams helped Wharton become an 8A powerhouse until he took the head coaching job at T.R. Robinson High School. Williams then helped the Robinson Knights win their division in 2023. A very interesting and impressive career path for the former USC Trojan superstar. Rich Campbell. Campbell had a decent career at the University of California until the Green Bay Packers called his name in the 1981 NFL Draft, hoping that he would help the team turn things around. Instead, the Packers coaching staff just didn't trust Campbell whatsoever, as he threw 3 touchdowns against 9 interceptions.
The Packer rookie's 1981 debut was marred by 4 interceptions. Rich Campbell has a lot to learn.
After Campbell hung up his cleats, he became a columnist for a newspaper called the Treasure Coast Newspaper based in Florida. Campbell has since written stories about politics, sports, and life in the Sunshine State. He may not have been the greatest quarterback, but he successfully turned the page with a newspaper career. Steve Spurrier. Spurrier was a star quarterback at the University of Florida. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1966 and led the Gators to a 27-12 victory in the Orange Bowl against Georgia Tech. The quarterback-needy San Francisco 49ers drafted Spurrier with the 3rd pick of the 1967 NFL Draft. Spurrier didn't have much success as a signal caller in the NFL, as he threw 40 touchdowns against 16 interceptions and had a 13-24-1 record during his 10-year career as a 49er and his lone season as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Spurrier found much better success as a head coach, as he led the Tampa Bay Bandits of the USFL to 3 straight winning seasons. Spurrier was hired by Duke University to be their head football coach in 1987. Spurrier then led the Blue Devils to an All-American Bowl appearance before losing to Texas Tech 49-21. After that, Spurrier was hired by his alma mater, University of Florida, to coach the Gators. Spurrier led the Gators to 11 bowl games and won the 1996 National Championship game in the Sugar Bowl against Florida State 52-20. Spurrier did have a brief NFL coaching stint with Washington from 2002 to 2003, but resigned after 2 disappointing seasons. In 2005, Spurrier was hired to be the head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks. He led them to 9 bowl games and won 5 of them. Spurrier finished his coaching career with 1 season in the AAF, coaching the Orlando Apollos before the league went defunct. Honestly, very impressive for a former Heisman Trophy winner turned NFL bust. Jake Locker. Locker was a decent quarterback at the University of Washington who helped the team win the 2010 Holiday Bowl 19-7 against the University of Nebraska. After declaring for the NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans called his name 8th overall in the 2011 Draft, hoping that he would fix the team and become their next superstar quarterback. Instead, Locker had a very short and rocky NFL career, as he was a backup and dealt with injuries throughout his 4 seasons in the league. Locker retired from football after 2014 and has since then co-founded a fitness center called The Locker Room Fitness Center along with former NFL punter Michael Conan. The fitness center is still open to this day and is a great facility for those looking for a local gym membership. Quite an impressive way for a former NFL quarterback to support business in his local community. But hey, what other former NFL bust went on to have more illustrious careers outside of the NFL? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.